Let's check that out. The next German in this. And it's... Oh yeah, that's super standard. I mean, who am I to tell though? We have soldiers against Rage Rush. Plumber with Rage Rush. He... God, fucking damn it. And just as I did, he banned the Elreich deck. Which is probably in your best interest. Even though I would really like to see the... He actually won also with probably a Burning Rage or Burning Coronas. He won with that, and Enoch got banned, so Nocor is left with basic Alexa and Advanced Darius. Whatever Advanced Darius is. Might be Grand Reunion, could be One Turn Heal, which is fucking bullshit, or another fucking idiotic stall deck, or a fucking idiotic control deck, which sometimes, or most of the time, are stall decks anyways. So, with that little rant out of the way, we have a pretty decent board on both sides. Maybe a little bit of an advantage for Nocor just in terms of speed. He actually has a blocker with the Steelhost Spearman, can block 2 out of 3 creatures there. Without losing, obviously, when they attack. That sucks. And that... Yeah. That sucks for Nocor, but that was, like... Very nice play for a Plumber. He got the right card right there. That's why Rage is so fun to play. Like, the spells are just so damn good. Can't even tell. Especially against soldiers there. They might have the speed advantage to a certain degree. And the buff aspect. But then you have, of course, the Rage spells. And Rage, yeah, has Massive Assault, but it only counts when you attack. And not, like, basically like Vampirism. If you don't run Vampires. And yeah, like the buffs for soldiers, they stay on the whole time when you have a cavalry, not a cavalry with a captain, but a massive tactician out, obviously. Speaking of Massive Assault, Fireball on the Steelhouse Spearman, nice. That's just drawing the right cards at the right time all the time. But he can, yup. Trades off with both Gibo and Ronnie, and kind of a problem for a Plumber, because they are definitely more viable than 2 1/1 militias, that's for sure. So minimizes the damage output that Plumber was could have potentially dished out there. He's holding on there. Good old Nocor. That's the thing, like with standard decks, they don't have the most powerful cards. There are usually there are not even legendary cards in there, but it's just like how you play it, how you play them, when you play them. And since they don't cost any mana because they don't have that stats that are that good, you can play a lot of them. That's what I really like about these simple decks. And he actually has a buffed up Spellbreaker, a 2/2 3-speed now, and if he does hero damage, he can actually kill this, I think. Deals combat damage to a hero, destroy a spell that hero controls, which is definitely Massive Assault, so there's the Fireball, never mind. I was about to say, if he doesn't have anything to kill it with, he has a speed advantage. It's gonna be dead, which is not a thing now. Trading off a militia here sucks a little bit. A buffed up militia, that is. I think he... Well, sorry. I think he missed the DO, and he goes for a Rage Shrine, so... That is Rage Soldiers. So he has Rage spells, probably. Would surprise me if he wouldn't. Oh, double Massive Assault. That's 4. Oh my god. Oh boy. But he can still block too. The question is... Oh, there's a guards. Question is, do you want to get rid of the Rocky Berserker? No. Yeah, because he would have been down to 1 HP then. If the other ones would have attacked. So what does he need? He needs Holy Radiance. And he needs to put that for... But then again... Okay, he deals with the Rocky Berserker. I was about to say, because if he goes in with the Rocky Berserker next turn and just has a Fireball, the game is over. And he has one card left. Probably not... Probably isn't gonna be Fireball, though. He has Master Tactician out, but Fire Blast could seal the deal a little bit. And he definitely is in a better position, Plumber. He has now more cards. Not for long, I think, if he puts down a creature. But he has 18 HP against 5. And the fire... Okay, yeah, puts him on the back line, so he can get some board presence going. Because if he goes in for, like, 2 turns for free, doesn't really matter too much to him. And the Spellbreaker could potentially do something there. Because that's a 3 speed, and if he doesn't have removal... 2 Fire Blasts. At least. 2. And he is still in the game. Other than that, it's probably a win for Nocor. Which didn't expect. That's... okay. Forced Labor. But only one more card in the hand, which is probably not a creature. He might have this, because he can't block. I don't know if he realizes this, good old Plumber, but you can't block this. Because he doesn't have any means to control his slaves. Things you hopefully only say in video games, by the way. That is the... wow. Nocor, nice. Again, I was convinced Plumber has this, but Nocor definitely shut Plumber down there. Respect! And we actually get another game there. That's pretty cool. Let's see what Blaker... just real quick, what Blaker's plays. Oh, Noxus Fume's card back. Good boy. Okay. Basic... Wow, all basic heroes right here. Basic Darius, basic Zash, basic Alexa, basic Navaris, basic Zash. And both of these players run Rage Rush. Alright. Let's check out game number 2 now from Plumber's perspective. Yeah. Nocor, by the way, fellow German. Definitely a good game. So, Nocor. Oh, Nocor. I'm sorry. I probably assumed that you play a shitty control deck, which you don't. You play freaking artifacts. Nice. Nice. I like it. Let's see how this works out. Okay, I thought he goes Fireball face, but also Fireball against a drone. Sucks, definitely. But you know, better than losing a 2 damage, of course, against to a 1 damage creature. Even though it gets removed pretty easily anyways, but yeah. Also Spark for Nocor, which I always appreciate to have. Going second with a Rage or with a Rush deck is always a good thing, because especially for Rage Rush, because you go up 1 aspect. You go for the Spark, and you can play either like 2 of these. You can play 2 Lizard Barbarians. You can play a Lizard Barbarian and a Goblin Warrior. It's just really good. It's really good for Rage Rush. Other than that, of course, if you go first, then you can only get 1 creature out at a time. But yeah, Renovation Facility. The drones have hit the field. And that was my Steam, by the way. So he goes in for beats, of course, blocks with the drone, and got Gibo and Ronnie onto the field. Which should be able to deal with pretty easily. Yeah, like artifacts are actually, especially drones, are a pretty good counter to Rage Rush because you only lose 1/1 creatures to 1/2 creatures, which is pretty cool. And usually you want them in the graveyard. You want, like, not the summoned ones because they don't go into the graveyard, but the ones that you actually play, you want them to have in the graveyard because they are better there. Because I think, yeah, if you pay 2 mana, you can put the drone back onto the bottom of your graveyard and return another artifact creature from your graveyard into your hand. Yeah, exactly. That's why you want them in the graveyard. Because you can fish out your better artifact creatures back to your hand, which is always nice. So Spark fishes out the renovation facility with, how is he called? The Contraptionist. And puts the drones in the backline. I mean, you know, if he goes up 1 aspect, he has Fire Blast. That could also be something. Oh, Cannonade. Okay. Okay, yeah, as I said, artifacts are a good counter, but yeah, when you have like the mass removal from Rage, then yeah, Rage has a little bit of an advantage there. And he has Fire Blast next turn as well. Oh no, he's gonna play a Serpent. Pretty sure, because he went up one aspect. He for sure has a Flame Serpent in hand. I'm pretty sure about that. And that's a Mortar. Yeah, he could actually... Yeah, you could... Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Like, if he wouldn't have done that and he would have actually played... And if he actually plays a Flame Serpent now, he could have just shut it down without the Flame Serpent doing any trample damage. Which now is not an issue. Okay, goes for Fireball on the shooters. Massive Assault goes in for 3 damage. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that was probably the card that he had in mind when he went up 1 aspect. I thought for sure it was gonna be a Flame Serpent. So yeah, good on him for actually killing one of the goblins there. Buffs up the... How's that thing even called? I rarely see that. The Golem. For a 3/3, so he doesn't lose his Golem against the Gibbo and Ronnie. Or Goblin Warrior. It's Ronnie, we know that. We all know it. So I could potentially, if he has Flame Serpent, I see a hero ability here. Also, oh yeah, of course. I was about to say, he also has 1 order aspect. For a second there, I thought he has some 1-turn heal bullshit going on, because you can never be too sure with advanced Darius, but of course that's for the... We check the name again. Dwarven Mortars, yeah. Haven't played the game in a while, sorry for that. Okay, back to square one. Lizard Barbarian. Doesn't play anything else. Maybe he has 2 shrines in hand. In hand, could be a thing. Gets the drone back and probably the mortars. Wouldn't surprise me if they show up now. Soon. Just a little bit. Maybe not. Never mind then. But yeah, it's a 3 damage Lizard Barbarian, however, if he goes face. Which, then again, can be easily blocked by the Golem, so there's not too much that Nocor has to worry about. For now, he has the game locked to a certain degree. And it all depends now what Plumber is gonna get in the next couple of draws. That's gonna determine the outcome of the game. Nocor did well so far with controlling the board. So Plumber wasn't really able to establish board control yet. And that's another Golem. And of course, the Dwarven Mortar shoots down the Lizard Barbarian and goes in face, beats, whatever you want to call it, with the Golem. He doesn't necessarily have to kill or fireball the Dwarven Mortars yet next turn, because they can't attack in the turn after that anyway, so... No need to remove them just yet, but apparently he still does. Okay. Nip it in the bud. Okay. Cannonade. Wipes the field. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. Established control again. Back to Nocor. And whatever it is that he gets on the field now. It's basically just, you know, establish a board, enemy wipes it. Establish your board, enemy wipes it. That's pretty interesting. Oh, Militant Automaton. Interesting. Yeah, goes for full artifacts there. Probably not an unstable reactor though, which is kind of a shame. Even though, yeah, that wouldn't make too much sense because these two are also artifacts, so it would blow up like after 2 turns probably. Lizard Barbarino, and there it is, the Flame Serpent. Kills the Automaton right away, but he can, yeah, he can buff it. So go for 4 HP. Yeah. Sponge, so he only goes in for 2 beats actually. Face. Sucks a little bit. He had hero ability ready. He could have just... Yeah, I mean, of course, now he has the Automaton away from the board, which is a good thing. But he could have gone in for 6 beats. No problem. Would have been down to 5. He would probably lose the Lizard Barbarian this turn, however. We'll see. Okay, doesn't freeze it. Goes for the shock. And of course the extra card draw that you get with power discharge anyways. And another renovation facility. Does he have another drone in the deck? He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. Timea. Sure, why not? Buffs up the little drones. And they can trade off without losing to the Lizard Barbarian. And another guy that plays Tortured Orcs. I don't know if that's because he has 0 cards in hand. How does he plan to control these? Because yeah, that happens now. He loses the Lizard Barbarian. He has 0 cards. How do you control them? How do you plan to accomplish this? Oh my god. And that's an apothecary, the crazed apothecary. That's how you pronounce it. That's also a thing that I don't see. +1/+1 as long as you control an artifact. 3/2 speed. And of course, if you don't, he is just a 2/1. But yeah, you can't control them. What are you doing? I mean, of course you can when you have like a... Yeah, you can fire blast your own slaves, but you lose 1 and he just blocks the rest, so... And he doesn't play anything, so he doesn't have a play. I mean, ultimately you don't lose anything by playing them, because, you know, you can still... If you put down creatures, you can still attack with them and whatnot, but... But still. It is board presence, but board presence that you can use, and that's ultimately not something that you need. With 2 Fire Blasts, he could have a chance. 2 Fire Blasts on Timea would do something. Oh wait, 1 on Timea, one on the Crazed Apothecary, and then you wipe the whole front side of the board. But other than that, it's gonna be a toughie. And apparently he doesn't have 2 Fire Blasts. And I think the board presence that Nocor has right now is enough. That is something. He still has hero ability, which he uses on the Airship Explorer. Anything else is asleep. He can block with the Golem. That is lethal, but yeah, he has the Golem. That he buffs. To a Dwarven Mortar to shoot down... Oh, to shoot down the Flame Serpent. Nice. That was lethal, but avoided. Nicely done. Does he have lethal? No, he doesn't have... He exhausted the crazed apothecary, didn't he? Yeah. No, he didn't. Never mind. Okay, yeah, he has lethal on the board now. And that's game, my friends. Unless he runs everything he has into the freaking tortured orcs, which wouldn't make any sense. Yep, buffs up Tamiya with the cavalry field captain and my captain. That is game for Nocor. Good game between these two. Good game, definitely. Alright. And I'm pretty sure the game from a good old Lethal Bacon... Oh no, it's over. Never mind. So, yeah, of course, it's gonna be Hall, y'all. You already know how that game went. So, yeah, that was round number 2.